Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of £2 coins we're hunting through and looking for commemoratives. Ones with more than face value, but ideally some of the missing coins. We need Northern Ireland and Scotland Commonwealth Games, two rather tricksy, scarce and rare coins to come across. Otherwise we're pretty much complete, other than the 2021 Britannia, which was minted for circulation, but I don't think anyone has found any, or at least in any abundance that they've been released. So I think they're all still sat at the Royal Mint, waiting for demand across the country for them to be released. So let's get into the bag, see what we find. Okay then, into the first bag, and I'll show you what we're after. That's technologies. We don't particularly want this design. It's the definitive design up to 2015. Some years lower mint than others, just not low enough that I think they're worth keeping. Our first find is over face value. It is Shakespeare's Histories, one of 3 Shakespeare £2 coins you can find. This is the more common of the 3. And then we've got another commemorative there. This is Marconi's wireless transmission. Again, that's a fairly common coin. This will pop that on the top row. And that's it for the first bag. Not a bad start. We've got some coins on the board, just not one that we need for the book. But as I keep saying, we're getting to that point with just, wow, very nice. Now that is a star find. This is the Navy Centenary. Check the obverse. It's Jodie Clark's 5th portrait, so that is correct. There's a variant to this that's got the Ian Rank Broadley 4th portrait of the Queen. But that is a very nice find. We do obviously have those counters which just keep track of some of the commemorative designs, how many we find over the course of filling the book, just to see how many we find, of course, naturally. But it's all good fun. I forgot what I was rambling on about then for a moment. But no, it's going to be a long time until we find those last 2. Oh, it might not be though. You know how luck works, sometimes it can strike. We've got the abolition of the slave trade there. That's another fairly common coin. You should find plenty of those. Oh, Navy Centenary, that's what I was going on about. Navy Centenary is often called, in fact I think you find more results searching the wrong name, the HMS Belfast £2 coin, than you do searching Navy Centenary. Well, this is Jodie Clark's 5th portrait of the Queen. We know this is going to be something. It's another Shakespeare's Histories. Oh, I didn't check the edge inscription on this one. So the hollow crown, so yeah, they're fine. 2016 just seems to be a bad year for the Royal Mint and their edge inscriptions, so I do check them all. Oh, there we go, Shakespeare's Tragedies, very nice. This is a bit rarer than the Histories, but not as rare as Comedies. This is the one we found an edge inscription error on. Piece of work is a man. Unfortunately, that is exactly how the edge inscription should appear on that coin. We have found one in the past that said "For King and Country," which is the edge inscription that should be on the Army Centenary £2 coin, so has been put on that one in error, or well, it depends about your philosophy whether the edge inscription's been put on the wrong coin or the wrong coin's been put on the blank with the edge inscription. So either way, it's an exciting error to find. This is quite a common coin. In fact, the most common commemorative £2 coin you'll find in your change, the VE Day Anniversary. So of course, nothing worth writing home about with that one. Although I think we now have more Army Centenaries found than the VE Day Anniversaries. Oh, Active Union, check for the rotation error. Someone did send me a video of a rotation error Active Union they've had, so the ones that seem to be more prevalent I do check on video. I will go through them at the end of the video though before I wrap up, looking for any rotation errors on both the commemoratives and the definitives, and the edge inscriptions on the commemoratives too, just in case the Royal Mint have made an so far undiscovered mistake on a previous coin. Could be the case. I remember somebody contacted me saying that they had the wrong edge inscriptions on a Brunel £2 coin. Obviously there are 2 different Brunels. So speak of the devil, that's Brunel's portrait. So it says Isambard Kingdom Brunel, engineer, and his year of birth and year of death, I believe it is. And the second one, Brunel's achievements, the archers at Paddington Station, should say many irons in the fire or something to that effect. Steam locomotive there, another fairly common coin, although it's one of the less frequently seen common coins. Obviously there is somewhat of a scale. This is quite a broad common coins, rarer coins. Within both brackets there are the rarer and more common of the lots. But, oh, where are you going? There's another Marconi wireless transmission. This one's a little bit dirty, which isn't pulling through on the camera, but it's a bit dark on the outer part of the coin. But we've all been wondering, when are we going to get our next £2 coin in circulation? Oh wow! Before that we've got Shakespeare comedies. That's our entire Shakespeare set complete. All the World's a Stage. This is the correct edge inscription for that one. But we've now made our little trio of Shakespeares. It didn't used to happen all that frequently because I would never find Shakespeare comedies. Purely on the way, I believe, this is my humble opinion, how they were circulated. They obviously get made by the Royal Mint, they get put in the Royal Mint's long store, and then the cash centres contact the Royal Mint saying, oh, we need more of these coins at this part of the country. Oh, another steam locomotive. What I think happened was they minted a whole bunch of coins. They had a big backlog of the commemorative £2 coins to go out into the wild, or the definitives too, I guess. And when it got to the Shakespeare comedies, I have a feeling that up north needed them more than down south. So lots of them got shipped to the north of the country. So I didn't actually see many down the south, but they are filtering through now. Right, this is another Jodie Clark 5th portrait, and it's another Shakespeare's Tragedies. It's a Shakespeare bonanza today. Piece of work as a man. That's all hunky-dory. Oh, and we've got the wireless transmission again. Not one we normally see that many of, but again, it's a common coin. Nothing to get too excited about. Okay then, I get my hands around them. We're going to do an edge hunt. So £2 coins are the last circulating coins with edge inscriptions. They're unique to the design, so standing on the shoulders of giants like this top one will be the technologies design. This one here is the DNA double helix. It will say deoxyribonucleic acid. And there we go. That's how the edge inscription errors can come about, because they're unique to a coin, so you can tell if it's the wrong edge inscription for a coin. This one here says engineer, which would be Brunel's portrait again. There we go. It's being generous with his edge hunt, isn't it, in this bag? Any more for any more? No, I think the rest are all just standing on the shoulders of giants. And therefore, technology coins. There we go. We've still got plenty more bags to go through, plenty of chance to find those Commonwealth games that we're after. Worth also pointing out, you can see on this coin, the beading around the Queen's portrait is quite, well, it's not very uniform. That's very common to come by. It's purely where the coins are mass produced on such a scale, speed and efficiency that sometimes that detail does go a bit awry. That's Florence Nightingale £2 coin, one of my favoured designs. I think it's such a lovely image on that coin, but a very common one. I think my favourite now is, in terms of circulated coins, wow! Did you see that? Did you see that? Right. Well, this could be one of the 2/3 we still need. We have already got Wales. We've already got England. Yes, it's Scotland and Northern Ireland we still need. Oh, that's Northern Ireland! Amazing! I'm so glad that this is the one we ticked off. Holy Toledo. Well, there we go. It's sometimes hard to spot, but you can see there's a little bump there, and what I always look for is the break in that vertical cross where that hand of Ulster is. But that is the rarest £2 coin that you can find in circulation, ticked off and out of the book. I was not expecting a Commonwealth Games so soon after the last one we found. I know I say that it could be any bag now, we could find it this week, but in my heart of hearts I was not expecting it for the next one for months and months and months and months. And the fact that that's not a duplicate, I think that is our our fourth Commonwealth Games and our third unique design, so not a bad spread, all's being said. So it is just England now, isn't it? Obviously, if we do get England, Commonwealth, no, it's not England, it's Scotland, isn't it? Come on, Christopher, get with the programme. If we do find a Commonwealth Games Scotland before a 2021 Britannia, of course we will draw the book to an end. We're not going to sit waiting for a coin that by all measures, seems not to have been put into circulation. Mercifully, if it is Scotland that we're missing, I'm going to have to check the book. Yeah, it is just going to be Scotland now. Mercifully, that is the most common of the 4 designs, so as I kept saying, that does make that task seem achievable. If you are just left with the Kew Gardens or just left with Commonwealth Games Northern Ireland, it could feel like we're going to be hunting that coin forever, and that can be quite demoralising. Right, Brunel's portrait. No archers yet. Bizarre. So the fact we are now 1 coin off of finishing this book is very, very exciting. So we've manifested it. Positivity. It just goes to show as well that those rare coins, they are still out there. I know I have a good chance of finding them because I go through a large bulk of coins, but if I can find them, that means they're out in circulation still. Rugby World Cup there, our first one of the day, with 4 bags to go. Should we do another edge hunt? Go on. The first edge hunt was so generous in the finds. The numbers, not quality, of course. Right. No, I think that's all just standing on the shoulders of giants. That's not the result we want to see. Even if it's the common commemoratives, it's quite fun. So we'll try once more. There's 2 bags left after this one. So this is your last chance. Shoulders, standing shoulders. I think that's another Brunel's portrait there. It certainly is. Pop him down. And the rest, I think, are all just standing on the shoulders of giants. So the technology's definitive design. Cool stuff. Whoa! I'm knocking everything over, all these piles of coins. I do stack them quite nice and neatly in the same orientation off to the side, so that when I flip through them looking for rotation errors, it makes it nice and easy. So like you take it, £2 at the top, day to the bottom, rotate it this way. The Queen should be facing right, King Charles III to the left, because obviously they flip around the orientation to the monarch's portrait with each successive monarch. That looks like that's all for that. And then, last bag of the hunt. Well, an amazing hunt. We've ticked off Northern Ireland. Even if that had been the only commemorative coin we found throughout the entire hunt, this would still be chalked up as a successful hunt for sure. Links as ever are in the description of my... links as ever in the description of this video to my coin collecting Discord server. How many times have I said that? And I've tripped up on it today. There's also links to my social media channels, the PO Box address you can write into, and of course the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel, who I work for making videos for them, so please do check that out as well. Our last commemorative is the VE Day anniversary, so I'm going to check the coins off to the side if I don't knock them all over beforehand, and have a look to see whether we've got any errors that we've missed throughout the hunt. Okay, so then we didn't just find the rarest £2 coin in circulation, we also found this one. 2015 dated technologies, rotate at 180 degrees and the Queen is facing down. So that's what, a 90-degree rotation error? It's quite a drastic one. Very, very cool. But of course, for the first time in what's going to be a while, I can guarantee another one filled for the book. We just need Scotland. It's very, very exciting to be this close to finishing another £2 coin book. So who knows? Hopefully that will come up sometime soon. In terms of our star finds, I would pick... Whoops. I haven't got enough hands to be doing this. Where's that one gone? It's rolling around. The rotation error or one of those 3, but I think it's really hard not to give it to the Northern Ireland. It's such a rare coin. It's such a cool coin to have come across. It's amazing. So let me know in the comments what your favourite coin from today's hunt is. How many more videos do you think it'll be before we find that Scotland one? I can imagine it's going to be a fair while, but there we go. All it leaves me to do now is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.